Something else that I have a fascination with, because these people think differently to me, at least, is religion. I don't believe in any God. I just don't. Okay. I'm not going to slag off religion. I'll quite happily debate it with you, whatever else. At my old local, a youth mission group came to, they were staying in town for about 2 weeks, and they used our pub as just their sort of base for things. They'd be all chilling, having drinks, whatever else. And the landlord knew my views and stuff, and he knows that if I engage with them, I might get angry. So he just came over to me and went, "Jaffa, whatever you do, don't piss off the Christians." Why? What are they going to do? Forgive me? No, you don't get it. Just don't. They're customers, but revenue for me. And I was like, all right, look, I won't go near them. However, they engaged me. I'm quite happy. I will never start a fight, but I will not walk away from one if they come towards me. Yeah, I had to. There was this one. Huh? Nice one. There was one blonde cow who came over, not an actual cow. Oh, I hated her because she came over and she just tried to convert me and do the whole thing. And I said, all right, look. She failed the dinosaur test, by the way. Her answer to that, I was like, all right, how do you explain the dinosaurs? She just went, "Are you on Facebook?" I was like, what? Where's this coming from? Is there an app now for this shit? No, it's just if you're on Facebook. My dad's on Facebook, he'll be able to tell you. I was like, how the hell does that work? Social networking is not to dispute whether there were dinosaurs or not, it's to see who fucked who the night before last. At best. And this has been going on for 2,000 years. Anyway, I asked her, why do you believe in a God? And her response to that was like, well, when I was 16, I was walking home with my friend, we'd been drinking, and because before I believed in God, it was very sinful, very sinful. And on the way home, we were being followed by these two well-known drug dealers. And there have been allegations recently that they have been hitting and abusing women. And I just thought to myself, oh Christ, I hope they don't do anything. Please God, don't let me be raped tonight, please. And they weren't. They got off scot-free. Now, what I asked next kind of pissed off the Christians. Is it possible that you have resorted to Christianity because you refuse to accept that in terms of physical attraction, you might be below the standards of two drug-dealing, doped up rapists? I'm just asking, is it entirely possible? Because and it turns out that God's divine intervention here was they went off and raped someone else. That was God's perfect, hey, I didn't come up with this shit, so don't blame me. And that is because it's her belief, I have to take that as what it is. Okay? Something else, another friend of mine, he argued about, he always said that we were talking about spontaneous combustion, and his thing was he said he'd heard a story about a guy who had accidentally, when drunk, pissed. Just to be fair, equalities and all that. This guy pissed on a church, and a week later he exploded. That is God's divine intervention, according to this story. And my thought was just all right, look, it's a bit over dramatic to say the least, but isn't it more fun to think that just people randomly explode? I bet you every single person in this room can think of at least one person they know might explode soon. I just think it's great just to think that someone could be walking down the high street and suddenly go. That person obviously started it with a bang. Something else. The thing. I was talking to one friend of mine who I class as an intellectual Christian because he hadn't ruled out the dinosaurs and he was up for a good bit of banter. So, and I asked him, I was saying, the Ten Commandments. He was like, yeah. Well, in the beginning, God gave us free will, followed by a list of 10 things we're not allowed to do. How the fuck does that work? And he went, oh no, well, they're not rules, they're guidelines. I was like, what the? No! Moses came down off the hill with the 10 Commandments. He didn't turn up with the 10 vague suggestions. 10 things you might want to consider doing to improve your life. Thou shalt start yoga. Thou shalt eat yogurt. Thou shalt kill Jerry Halliwell. Just, and he said, no, they're guidelines. And once again, I switched off because in my head, what I saw was Captain Barbossa. I saw Captain Barbossa just looking at me saying, first of all, the negotiation that I must actually follow these rules was never part of the arrangement. Secondly, you have to be a Christian for the Christian code to apply, and you're not. And thirdly, the Christian code isn't so much rules, more like guidelines. Welcome aboard planet Earth, Jesus Christ. You best start believing in fairy tales. You're in one. So, now